In the quiet English countryside lies the village of Wall, named for the ancient gray stone wall that borders it on one side. This wall is no ordinary boundary. It separates our world from the magical realm of Faerie, a land brimming with wonder, danger, and mystery. The villagers take great care to guard the only gap in the wall, ensuring that few outsiders pass through. Every 9 years, however, during a grand fair, the gap opens briefly, allowing denizens of Faerie to trade goods, tell fortunes, and mingle cautiously with humans. Among the villagers lives a young man named Tristran Thorn, a dreamer whose head is often filled with thoughts of adventure and romance. He yearns to escape the monotony of life in Wall and prove himself extraordinary. His chance comes when he falls hopelessly in love with Victoria Forrester, the prettiest girl in the village. Desperate to win her affection, Tristran makes an extravagant promise. He will retrieve a fallen star she whimsically points out in the night sky, believing it to be nothing more than a fleeting wish. Victoria agrees to marry him if he succeeds, though her interest seems less genuine than his fervent devotion. With determination burning in his heart, Tristran sets off on his quest, unaware of the perils and wonders that await him beyond the wall. Tristran steps through the guarded gap in the wall, leaving behind everything familiar. On the other side, he enters the breathtaking yet treacherous land of Faerie, where magic is as natural as air and danger lurks around every corner. Trees whisper secrets, rivers sing songs, and creatures both wondrous and fearsome roam freely. As Tristran ventures deeper into Faerie, he encounters a series of strange and memorable characters. One of the first is a mysterious woman who gifts him a silver chain and a Babylon candle magical object, capable of transporting its user anywhere they desire. Little does Tristran know how vital these items will become later in his journey. He also meets a quirky merchant selling enchanted trinkets, including a talking candlestick that becomes his reluctant guide. This candlestick provides cryptic advice and occasionally mocks Tristran's naivety, but proves invaluable in navigating the labyrinthine paths of Faerie. Unbeknownst to Tristran, he is not the only one seeking the fallen star. In fact, 2 powerful factions are racing against him to claim it. The first group consists of the remaining sons of the dying Lord of Stormhold, Primus, Secundus, Tertius, and Septimus. Each brother seeks the throne of Stormhold, which can only be claimed by possessing a ruby necklace passed down through generations. Legend has it that the necklace now rests with the fallen star, making it their ultimate prize. The second faction is far darker, the Lilum, ancient witch queens led by the malevolent Mormo. These witches seek the star not for its beauty or treasures, but for its heart, which they believe holds the secret to eternal youth and immortality. They are ruthless and cunning, willing to destroy anyone who stands in their way. Meanwhile, Tristran presses onward, driven by his promise to Victoria. When he finally reaches the site of the falling star, he discovers something astonishing. The star has taken human form, appearing as a beautiful young woman named Yvain. She is injured, disoriented, and understandably wary of Tristran, who promptly chains her ankle to prevent her from escaping. Despite her protests, Yvain reluctantly agrees to accompany him back to Wall, knowing she cannot evade the Lilum alone. As Tristran and Yvain travel together, their relationship evolves from captor and captive to companions bound by shared adversity. Along the way, they face countless dangers. The Sky Pirates. While crossing a vast lake, They encounter a flying ship manned by sky pirates, led by the charismatic Captain Alberic. Though initially hostile, the pirates eventually aid Tristran and Yvain after recognizing the value of honor over greed. The lion. At one point, the pair is attacked by a ferocious lion. Tristran demonstrates unexpected bravery, using cleverness rather than brute force to defeat the beast. This act marks a turning point in his character development, showing that he is growing into the hero he always dreamed of being. The Lilum. The witches relentlessly pursue Yvain, employing dark magic and terrifying transformations to close in on their prey. Their leader, Mormo, proves especially formidable, nearly capturing Yvain multiple times. Throughout these trials, Tristran begins to see Yvain not merely as a means to fulfill his promise to Victoria, but as someone extraordinary in her own right. Her wit, resilience, and kindness awaken feelings within him that he never expected. For her part, Yvain starts to trust Tristran, realizing that he genuinely cares for her well-being. The climax of their journey occurs when the Lilum finally capture Yvain. Mormo prepares to cut out her heart, intending to use it to restore the witch's fading powers. Just as all hope seems lost, Tristran arrives with reinforcements. Septimus, the last surviving prince of Stormhold, who has been tracking them in pursuit of the ruby necklace. Together, Tristran and Septimus manage to defeat Mormo and break the witch's curse. In the process, Septimus claims the Stormhold throne, fulfilling his destiny. However, he reveals that he knows about Tristran's true heritage. Unbeknownst to him, Tristran is actually the illegitimate son of the Lord of Stormhold, making him the rightful heir to the throne. Despite this revelation, Tristran chooses to reject the crown. He realizes that his heart belongs not to power or ambition but to Yvain. Together, they decide to remain in Faerie, where Yvain regains her celestial form and shines brightly once again, free from the burdens of mortality. Years later, an older Tristran briefly returns to Wall to visit his son, born from his earlier promise to Victoria. Though he leaves without staying long, it is clear that his true home and his heart belong with Yvain among the stars of Faerie. The story ends with a poignant reflection on love, sacrifice, and the idea that sometimes the greatest adventures lead us to places we never anticipated.